Welcome back to Private Practice Blueprint. I'm Lauren Spalding, and if you're new here, this is a podcast for mental health entrepreneurs where we talk business skills, clinical skills, and mental health. And welcome to today's episode where I wanted to talk a little bit about confidence. What does it mean to have confidence as a business owner? A lot of us who are going into private practice or have a dream of going into private practice feel like we need to be more confident in our decision making, like we need to be more confident in our process of running the business and growing the business. And yet that is such an ethereal concept of why does confidence matter and why is it an aspect of running your business? I was inspired to talk about this subject when I was talking to my friend and fellow therapist, Jamie Lambula. She's got her own YouTube channel. Check it out, Practice Intimacy. And we were just talking about being business owners, feeling stressed, feeling like we're, doing a million things at once and yet nothing at all. And just all of the hullabaloo that happens in your head when you are a private practice owner and you're growing a business. And she shared hearing about this concept from a business coach whose YouTube channel she follows. And the person was saying that a lot of people come to them asking, how can I be more confident? I just want to be more confident in my business ownership. And that business coach shares that's actually not a thing. And they challenge the person saying, why? What does confidence really bring you? Yeah, it's more comfortable to feel confident when you step into a room, but what you're really looking for is for your business to be successful. And that made me think about this concept of being a confident business owner and made me think, how many times have I actually felt confident as a business owner? And I can't really put a number on it. I'd say somewhere between 5 and 10 times in the last year, but there never was a point where I was transitioning and felt confident, where I was trying something new and felt confident. When I decided to leave the group practice I was at and go into private practice, I was terrified. When I decided to shift my focus in my business and focus more on supporting therapists through consultation, through business coaching, through therapy, I was fearful. It felt like I was just venturing into this whole new thing. And I constantly wondered if I was making the right decision for myself. And even though my gut told me I was, and I knew I was leaning into something that I was very passionate about, even though the passion was there, I still struggled with feeling confident. The reality is, confidence doesn't necessarily equal success, and success doesn't necessarily bring confidence. Because if you are an active, proactive business owner and you are actively engaging in a business that is growing in services, growing in revenue, growing in reach, you're going to have pain points in your business. You're going to have decision-making moments. You're going to have transition phases that feel uncomfortable. And we all know the struggle of imposter syndrome. We feel that in our clinical work. We feel that as a business owner. And sometimes we get stuck in this idea that imposter syndrome has to go away for us to feel established, for us to feel comfortable and feel confident. This is a total fallacy. This is not something that you need to believe as a business owner, and it's not something that you need as a business owner. You get to show up exactly as you are in your business. That is the joy of running your own business, is you get to be yourself, and that means all emotions are welcome. The entire experience of running your private practice is welcome and should not be limited to this idea that it should always feel good or you should always feel good as a business owner. And you shouldn't limit yourself or your business with this belief that I just need to feel more confident or I need to feel more settled before I take another risk or before I try something new in my business. The reality is your feelings of confidence are going to wax and wane. They're going to come and go. They're going to be at different levels and different tiers. Sometimes I'm going to feel like a 2 out of 10 on a confidence scale, and other times I'm going to feel like an 8 out of 10. It's going to depend on where I'm at in my business, and genuinely my mood as well can impact how confident I am feeling. The reality is that when you're running a business, you're going to struggle with feeling like you're taking on risks, feeling like you're taking a risk putting yourself out there. You're taking a risk by doing your own thing, or you're taking a risk by trying something new. And a lot of us struggle with fear of the unknown. When we desire confidence, what we're actually desiring is control. Feeling a sense of control in what we do and how we do it. And in some ways, we need to acknowledge the control that we do have. That as a business owner in private practice, you now do have control over the services that you provide, over how you're paying yourself for your worth, over how you want to expand what you do and fine tune what you are creating. But there are some things that are just out of our control, like how our business growth is going to look. How consistent is revenue going to come in? When are we going to grow? There's so many more factors involved that are out of our control and aren't just about feeling confident. When you decide to take the risk of opening your own private practice, when you decide to engage in ethical growth and business planning around that private practice, you're going to feel fear. You're going to sometimes experience discomfort. And that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue to invest in yourself and your business. If you know what you're doing is rooted in your passion and your values, you just got to work with the fear and continue to move forward towards those steps that it takes to reach the business model and the level of success that you are striving for. And so instead of waiting for this elusive confidence to suddenly embody you one day, see if you can practice just addressing your mindset as a business owner daily or weekly, just sitting with your experience, naming your fears and concerns, noticing what you can control and what is out of your control. See if you can extend some self-compassion to your experience of imposter syndrome, recognizing that it's normal and it's just a part of our experience as a private practice owner and as a therapist. Make sure that you are consistently engaging in self-care, because being a business owner is a long-term thing. It's not a sprint. It's not going to just be success overnight and then it stays consistent forever. There are going to be different phases of your business, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself as your confidence waxes and wanes and as your business growth experiences the ups and downs that just come with being in private practice. And engage with a mentor, have someone who you are learning from, and make sure that you are constantly growing in what you are learning as a business owner, that you're not staying stagnant and that you are investing in yourself, that you are recognizing your worth as an owner of a business, and that you should be learning better business practices. You should be learning business management that works for you and your business model. Having a mentor and having a community makes a huge impact on how you are able to handle it when you do struggle with imposter syndrome or when you're just feeling out of sorts as a business owner. So I encourage you to challenge this fallacy that you have to build confidence and have confidence in order to pursue your private practice dreams. You deserve to feel the success that you hope for, and you deserve to manifest that in a way that feels good to you and your community that you are serving. And that's everything for today's episode. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. It's free and it's the easiest way to support this podcast and help it reach even more people. And share today's episode with a friend, a colleague, or anyone who could benefit from this information. Be sure to follow me on my other social medias, where I post even more free content for you and other private practice owners. And make sure you download the Private Practice Blueprint, the complete guide to opening a private practice on a budget. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.